All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in here to East Coast Darts, coming to you live from the Washington Area Darters Association tournament here in Sterling, Virginia. My name is Colin Rath. I'll be joined here shortly with Troy Cullen. We're coming to you here mid-match. We had a little technical difficulty, but mid-match here between Caden Anderson and Stephen Butler. Be our first match up here on the stream board today for the CDC Congressional. And like I said here, I'm welcoming my partner for today, Troy Cullen. How are you, Troy?
Hi, everybody. How we doing?
So we see Caden here, one of the young guns coming in one of the summer series here, a little momentum, shooting well in the Evolution Tour, and looking to put a stamp here on the CDC Congressional.
Yeah. Big shout out to Peter Cetera helping us finally get organized and everything set up. So whenever you're out there following, whether it's on, the CDC Facebook page, East Coast Darts Twitch page, or YouTube channel, make sure you share it around with everybody.
Yeah, give it a like, give it a share, let everybody know we're live now. I'm going to bring you some high class action coming to you live from Sterling, Virginia. Going to take a little bit getting used to since we're running the WADA, which is short for Washington Area Darters Association. But there are tournaments around out of Sterling, Virginia, close to Dulles Airport here to give you an idea where we're located. Caden's got a 3-0 lead here. First couple of rounds will be best of 9. It's a UK Open style format, which means after each round there'll be a redraw. So even though there is a bracket live on Dart Connect, that bracket doesn't mean anything at this point. They play this match, and then all the names go back in the hat, and they redraw. So the bracket doesn't mean anything at this point if you're looking at it to see who will play after the fact. We'll just move into a redraw. Caden Anderson looking at 90 here with 38 scored. Stephen Butler back on 262. Going to try and get down and put some pressure on Caden. Get a leg on the board, hopefully.
Stephen plays out of Newport News, Virginia. He's been playing for. Looks like Caden was just missed the big number there for the 20s, but he's been playing for about 11 years, which is almost as old as Caden is. No.
98. Yeah, okay, I couldn't see the third dart there. Caden at the double 16, take commanding 4-0 lead. Only need one more leg to wrap up this match. As like I said, early rounds here will be best of 9 until we get to the semifinals, and the finals it'll advance to a best of 11. Again, thanks to the Championship Darts Corporation allowing East Coast Darts here to get live action streaming of their event for the 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional. Thanks again, A-Z Darts, Magic Darts Incorporated, for sponsorship of the event.
Also, a big shout out to the Washington Area Open here as our host sponsors.
If you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and give a comment, give a like, give a share. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Try and go back and forth with you guys while we're here commentating. We're just getting settled in, so it gives us a little time to catch up, get our bearings. We appreciate you guys. It's 3 o'clock here on the East Coast.
Just give you a quick update on some of the other matches that are out there. We've got Anthony Rolfing and Corey Tybert. Anthony's currently up 3 legs to 2. Ryan Ballingy against Roderick Barrow, 3-1 for Ryan at this point. Bobby Polanski and William Jarrell. Well, William's up 3-2 there. Mr. Dart Travels himself, Andrew Vanderkoven, is up 4-0 on Matthew Lynch. Tiffany Jasinski is up 2-1 on Angelo Misano. Philip Miller is up 4-1 on James Vankerdaven.
Bull here for Caden. Will he go for it? He does. Just a little high. Sorry to cut you off there, Troy.
Oh, that's all good. And then Kevin Wilson and Ricky Boudreaux are locked up at 3-3. So we got a lot of people already joining us there into the chats and such. You know, see.
Is he going for the double 15?
Oh, he decided to
He's
split it.
splitting 14, double 8, just inside.
See a number of people already joining us in the varying chats and such. You know, Archie from A-Z Darts has joined us in there. And wide variety of others. You know, so.
If you're rooting on your players, shout them out. Let us know. They'll go back and get the chance to watch these streams back and see who they're rooting for. As Caden throws here for the double 2 now. He goes in there, wraps up this match. 5-0 over Stephen Butler.
All right. Kind of give it a little action in between matches. There's a little bit of the hall. Maybe you can see your favorite player bouncing around out there as well. You know, whenever we get our second match, that'll be coming up here in just a few moments. I know it's going to be, I think it's Dags is going to be up there next.
Yeah, I didn't see who the next match coming up was.
But I don't know who he was going to be playing up against. So. So again, through the varying organizations you're out there, you know, you're on Facebook and you've got access to this, you know, make sure that you share it out on your various group pages, your local dart pages and such, so that, you know, everybody loves watching the darts.
Everybody else can tune in, and hopefully we get some great matches here on the stream boards. There's some big guns in the room, some unknown faces to myself. I've been around for a little bit, and there's some new faces in here, and I was maybe speaking it to fruition. I said maybe one of the names that we don't know make a good run today, and we get a little Cinderella story.
You never know.
DPFL Darts tuning in. How are you, buddy?
What's up, DP?
Thanks for tuning in.
We got Paul up there in Ontario, Canada, jumping in as well, too.
Paul, how are you, buddy? I'll be up there next week for the CDC event coming in Thursday night, I believe. We'll be up there for refereeing and maybe some commentating time up there as well. Yeah, some afternoon darts Friday, going into Labor Day weekend here. A little afternoon darts coming to you. Not often we get a weekend event where we have these afternoon events for people to tune in and watch. So nice little chance for us to see some live action here. And maybe you're getting done work, wrapping up the day, tune in, check it out for a little bit. Hopefully we bring you some action, keep you entertained for a little bit. That's our goal. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if we can do anything to improve. Again, I'm Colin Rath, joined here by Troy Cullen. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Member of Quaker City English Dart League, longtime member of that, and getting a chance to get behind the mic here and help these guys out at East Coast Darts, as they've been nice enough to invite me behind their booth, and Peter's given me the opportunity from Championship Darts Corporation to get behind the mic here and help do a little commentary today.
Well, Colin, at this time, I'm going to step out there and see who our second match is and try and get a little bit of information about them. All right, so I'll be right back.
I'll hold it down. No, I'm not shooting today. Had the invite to come behind the booth here and get on the mic and do a little commentating today, so I took the opportunity to do that before I won my entry fee into the event. So I didn't want to renege on my obligations that I told the CDC and East Coast Darts that I get behind the mic. So here I am, enjoying myself either way. I mean, you're a fan of the darts. You're gonna like shooting. You're gonna like watching good darts, whatever the case may be. Obviously, I'd like to be out there shooting and hopefully winning, but this is as good a seat as any. This event here is the A-Z Darts CDC Congressional. This is the culmination of the CDC Summer Series, which is the four separate events that they hold throughout the country. The first one was the Cascades Classic, which was held in Oregon. Second event was the CDC Shootout, held in the Steel City Open. Third event was the CDC Match Play, held in the Music City Open. And like I said, this is the last event. What happens is there's a order of merit, which is be able to found at champdarts.com. First place in the order of merit at the end of these four Summer Series events will actually earn their 2023 CDC tour card paid in full for next year. So there is something riding on these events in the long run. It's not just to show up in another event to add on to a weekend. But these guys are out here playing for something for next year, which is give credit to the CDC. They really step forward and give these guys a good platform and something to strive for moving into the new year already. Have these guys thinking about getting on the tour and playing next year. Pretty impressive. Reggie checking in. How are you, buddy?
All right. Well, it looks like our next match. You see him starting to warm up right there. That is Dan Naylor. He's going to be going up against Joseph Gaglione. Okay, so it's a little battle of North Carolina between these two right here. Both of them out of the North Carolina area. Dan out of Wilmington, and Joseph out of Cary, North Carolina. Yeah. Both have been thrown for a little bit. I know I've seen Dan out on the circuit bouncing around different tournaments and stuff. I haven't really seen Joe a whole lot. So, but we'll be getting that one up underway here just momentarily. Well, the players are continuing their little bit of warm up here again. Um, as Colin stated before, huge shout out to Championship Darts Corporation and them allowing us here at East Coast Darts to stream to you, coming to you live from the Washington area Open, sponsored by Washington Area Darters Association, WADA, and all the great staff and everything that they've got here organizing and such. Let's see, Joe Hedrick and all his guys with the dart guys here with the board setups and such. But again, the CDC Congressional here, it's about A-Z Darts, Magic Darts Incorporated, their organization, their sponsorship here, and we're really happy that they're able to jump on board, and provide the sponsorship with Championship Darts Corporations, because myself, like Colin, we're huge fans of the darts, love getting the information out there, and I'm gonna let you know a little slight distraction as we see one of our local Philly boys just took out a nice little 106 to win his match.
Last leg decider. They got 5-4 and last leg decider there.
So way to go, Kevin. All right. So anyway, it looks like they're going to start bulling it up here on the match.
As we were saying, A-Z Darts, sponsor here for the CDC Congressional. They, if you're not familiar with A-Z Darts, each month they do a brand for the month. So this month is A-Z Darts features shot darts all September long, and go through and see the deals that they're going to have on shot darts, including the new Americana line launch, the Mega Tactical Dart Case, select player darts featuring the likes of Kyle Anderson. So head on over to A-Z Darts.com, check out their brand of the month this month, as in shot darts. Now we're underway. It looks like Dan Naylor won the bull.
Starts off with a 95.
That's what you want to ask for when you get the leg underway. Finally, you got always like to get a little triple, make you feel comfortable, settle in a little bit.
And again, this entire tournament here, it's a redraw. So after the entire first round, everybody that won, they redraw, cycle in, and so there's no definitive bracket. So we don't know if Dan or Joe wins, who they are going to be playing up against next.
Yeah, Caden Anderson just came off the board. He's victorious, and he's just going to be waiting like everybody else. You can look at the bracket; it'll advance him, I believe. But the bracket on the Dart Connect page doesn't mean anything at this point. It'll be redrawn, basically like throwing all the names in a hat, ping pong balls, as they do with the PDC, which this tournament is emulating the PDC Euro Tour, or correction, UK Open. Correction on that, not the Euro Tour. UK Open format for the redraw every round. So it's in the PDC, they throw the names in the ping pong balls and they pull out, and each player has a number assigned to them. But we have the Dart Connect app, which will now do that for you. It's a new feature that they added, and something that you can look into if you're an administrator for Dart Connect. If you're a league administrator, it might be a tournament that might come up your way and be a nice thing to introduce to your players.
Smart darts right there by Dan, sitting on 266, knowing that a straight ton wouldn't leave him on and out, so he adjusted down. 96 score to leave him big fish.
Nice to see some of those darts today on stream. Looking for some big fish, looking for some nice 180s in there.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good stuff.
Don't forget, go ahead, give it a like, give it a share. I know it's mid-afternoon. People are traveling, holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend coming up. So gotta let everybody know that we're live, bringing you some first world-class action here from the Washington Area Dart Association, the Washington Open.
Great cover shot with that third dart, slipping it in between the two, getting him down to 70 remaining. And again, with all of the action, make sure you can still, even though you can't follow necessarily a bracket, but you can still pull up the matches there on Dart Connect. He's going for
double 20. I like that route. I prefer that route over the 18s.
Connects. Take the first leg on this best of 5. But again, you can follow all the varying action there on on Dart Connect to at least the individual matches.
Go on dartconnect.com, hit the little DCTV icon in the top. It'll take you to my live events, and then you click on the CDC Congressional, and it'll have all live matches there streaming for you. Obviously, we're not picture streaming, but live action from each match.
Yeah.
Flieger, appreciate it.
Brian Flieger in Philadelphia joining us in the chats as well, too. And again, for everybody, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, you can jump in there and jump into the chats. If you had a question about your favorite player, anything else along those lines, we do like to interact some with the those into the chats. And give a quick update on other matches that are completed or in progress. We'll run through those real quick. Philip Miller has defeated James Verden. Excuse me if I mispronounced.
Van Coverden.
No, it's not Van Coverden.
Yeah, James Van Coverden.
Okay.
JVK.
Okay, it's JVK. AVK's brother?
Yep.
All right, well, he was defeated by Philip Miller 5-2. Kevin Wilkson has defeated Ricky Boudreau 5-4. Anthony Rolfing over Corey Tybert, 5-2. Connor Martin, 5-0 over Todd Barrows. AVK, Andrew Vanderkoven, has defeated Matthew Lynch 5-0. And then the other match that we saw here on our stream, Caden over Steven 5-0. It was Dan's continuing a good solid pace, 83 average for this, first leg and a half so far. Trying to set this 216 up, get down to an out. Some of the other matches that are ongoing out there. Mark Daly and Artie Funkhauser underway. Artie's taking the first leg. Stitches, Stitches going against Glenn Richard in the first leg so far, as is Sean Pitt and Michelle Egley.
There's quite a few ladies participating in this event today. That's good to see.
I love it. Love it. Bobby Freeman and Patrick Gariglia, excuse me. They're locked up at 1 each. Ryan Bollinger is 4-2 up on Roderick Barrow. William Jarrell 4-3 up on Bobby Polanski. As we'll take a look here real quick at Dan with this 82. He went for the bullseye first. Single 14 is going to leave him on 68.
Yep.
Now, he doesn't have to go the bull route because Joe is still back on the 200, so he's just setting it up, leaving himself 32. Good, smart move. The other match under the way, Tiffany Jasinski is up 4-2 on Angelo Masano. So,
yeah, just going through some of the names there, running through the amount of out-of-staters and the distance that's been traveled to get here is pretty impressive. Dan's trying to take out 32 here, and he does, right in the middle. Take a 2-0 advantage, break a throw there for him. But just some of the names you run through there, Mark Daly's a local, and then you get Bobby Freeman from New Jersey. You get Bobby Pulaski from New York, Tiffany Jasinski, Philadelphia. And just run down, you said North Carolina here on stream.
Yeah.
It's a nice spread of players coming here. Enjoy the action. $15,000 Washington area open here.
I know some of the other players that we have involved out there. We've got, let's see, I know Darren Young is in the house.
Yep, Darren, Larry Butler.
Yep. Alex Spellman is around here as well, too.
Jay Wah, Boston area.
And Joe Hedrick, of course, here with his crew.
Yep.
And you see there in the background, the man making everything run back there. Peter Cetera, huge shout out to him again. The hard work that he has been doing. Oh, well, there we go. Now I'm just clicking on pulling up the bracket as well too, and I can see that Larry Butler actually received a first round bye, as did Jesse Beach, Gavin Nickel, Joey Lanall, Joe Hedrick, Jeff Springer, Hossie Hicks, Darren Young, Paul Achenbach, Stowe Bunce, Alex Spellman, Adon Mojica, Seth Stefano, and Jay Wall. All of those individuals received a first round bye. And it seems like, I'm pretty sure all of the others were already into these matches now. So it's just giving you a good update across the board.
Yeah, Dan seems to come in pretty steady. I watched him play a couple years ago in Stanford, where he played for East-West ADO East-West All-Stars shoot, and he was just extremely solid then. I didn't know him at the time when I first traveled, but he's a well-traveled player, been around a long time. Figured nothing less that he'd come here. He's ready, very solid throw, very direct to the board. Seems like Joe's still getting a little settled in. Starts down there on the 19. Slides into the 777 there, but starts on the 19. If he hits a single 19, still leaves himself a 2-dart combo, not needing to go directly for it, as his opponent's back on 243.
Yeah. It's just like all of a sudden a whole little flood of all of our streamers and viewers that are in the chats just came through. I'm going to run through those here. I'm going to run through those here in just a moment. as he's setting up on 78. Oh, got that trip
Double 12.
just inside. Oh, we got Kevin Shaver from Indy area in there. You know, Mike Bonanno, Jersey guy watching.
Dan going to try and wrap up this leg here with a double 6. And he does. Takes
Just
a
like
3-0 advantage.
Oh, we had somebody asking on there, where's the where in Ontario is the CDC shoot?
I believe it's in Waterdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're gonna double check on that. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can agree that for. Let's see, someone watching from Sailorsburg, PA. You know, Tim Way. Yep, Tim Way's in the house watching. This is being held in. We're at the Washington area Open. It's in Sterling, Virginia, sponsored by the Washington Area Darters Association. That's where we're coming to you live from.
Jason Watt checking in. Bearded Dart Guy. What's going on,
Dart
buddy?
Guy.
Is it soft tip?
Oh, get real. You should be here, Jason.
You should be here.
Okay.
Thinking of you, buddy.
Yeah.
Reach out to you the other day, man. Thinking of you.
Somebody telling me make sure I keep Bobby Freeman off the stream. Okay. That was Benny Amadei saying that. I told you, if y'all are out there on the chats and such. Okay. Oh, let's see, Sharon, you're saying cousins, not brothers. Is that for the Vandercovens?
Yeah, Van Coverdens. Yeah.
Van Coverdens. I'm going to get that name right one of these times. Okay. Mark Bastian joining us out there as well, too. So,
The event in the CDC event next week in Ontario will be held at the Royal Canadian Legion, 79 Hamilton Street in Waterdown. For the question that was asked about that.
we had Mike Peter Jr. watching us from Hawaii.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
I think I'd have turned it down. I'd rather be here with Troy streaming you some live darts.
Yeah. Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be around me? Oh, wait. See, in one of the other matches that Tiffany Jasinski has defeated Angelo Massano 5-2. And I saw another one. Yeah, Bobby Polanski defeated William Jarrell 5-4. So,
Nice looking darts there from Joe. Just under the wire there. Only came away with a 60. Dan Naylor behind for one of the first times in this match so far. And try and pile in here. Ton to draw him close again.
yep. Well, Mike, I know you probably invited everyone. However, some of us have prior commitments, so it's all good. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your birthday weekend there in Hawaii.
What's going on, Brad? Seen the Go Birds comment earlier. That's right.
Yeah, I skipped over that one.
Yeah, well, Eagles fan here. Colin speaking. Troy is a Dallas Cowboys fan.
That's right.
And
That might tune out more, tune in more,
Yeah,
viewers,
depends, right?
depending on, for both of us here. As Dan's now has taken the lead with, back-to-back rounds, gets him down to 85. 66.
Went that way to set up for the bull, which is
Yes,
the right
he
shot
did.
there. As Joe's on a 101 out. Easily doable out, I should say. Not easily.
Well, 6 scored is going to put him at 95. And got to stay at the bottom of the board for the 19s. That means Dan's going to have 3
Go
clear.
blue. Go blue.
Yeah. Dan's going to have 3 clear looking here at the tops.
Take a 4-0 lead and a double break a throw.
First one blocked just a touch, so he shipped it over. Oh, that's a great
Wow.
under dart right there. Sliding that one right
The way he
underneath.
used the previous two
Oh,
markers
yeah.
went right in there. I said 4-0 commanding lead here, double break a throw. Joe's going to have his work cut out for him here to battle back in this leg, as it is a best of 9 race to 5. So Dan here with the throw to wrap up this match.
Tim Neal joining us also in the streams.
Tim Neal, the Philly legend, right?
That's right.
That's what I've heard. Hope I gave your buddy Sean Green a little gift for you. A little tiny gift, but let you know we're thinking of you. I don't know if you got it or not. Vinny Norton, how you doing, buddy?
Okay, yeah. Well, I used the term under, but
Yeah.
it was over, under, through. We split the uprights.
Yes, absolutely.
All I know is it went in
Beautiful
that
shot.
double, and it was a great shot.
Yep.
So,
You see often on that, it hits the two flights, and you get the odd deflection where you're batting you down away from the double, and did good, like you said, up through, over and under, whatever it did, it went in.
I think if it would have been me throwing it, it would have probably hit the flight and ended up in a one or a trip one or something like that,
Yep.
and then knocked the other two out.
I was just going to comment on Dan's focus again. He steps to the line. He has a little routine that he does, and like transfer from offhand to dart hand is pretty smooth, and he goes and throws a 5 and shakes his head. I didn't get to say it, so I can't be the commentator's curse, I guess, but I was going to say it.
I know Dan jumped out a couple of legs straight off. Seems like Joe's throwing just a little bit more consistent. In these last two legs, even though it's still
Nice. 140 there from Dan and pull him down to 156. Locked in a 124. You might want to ask Devin if that was luck or not.
mm-hmm. Oh, he is not going to be happy with only a 5 score right there, but he will definitely be backed. You know, it happens across the board. Every once in a while, we get those little ones that slip a little left or right. He's going to regroup and readjust himself right now. Again, we're coming to you live here. This is the 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional, sponsored by A-Z Darts, Magic Darts Incorporated. Run through the Championship Darts Corporation. Outstanding. I love the work that they are doing for darts throughout the U.S.
Yeah, and I touched on it earlier, really providing a professional tour, professional atmosphere for players to show up and, get away from the pub theme that goes around, that it's only, stuck in a bar or back room in a bar that they play at, and get a chance to broadcast these matches here for everybody to see here through Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And hopefully you guys are liking it. Hopefully you guys are sharing it. See viewers fluctuating, coming in and out. We appreciate everybody who stops by. Dan looking at 56 here to wrap this leg up, 5-0. 2 8s for that double 20 that he hit third dart last game. Just
Ooh.
under this time.
You can see his response right there, too. He let out the little ooh.
Last 3 darts that he had at the double 20 were all within the wire, so probably went up there with confidence that he was going to get right back in there. We'll be back to look at the double 10. And Joe just never settled in here. It was a little wayward. Dan jumped out an early lead, might have been a little pressure, being on the stream board. All those factors come into play when it's just you versus your opponent up there. The thing between your ears plays a big factor in this game, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he wired and just kicked just a touch off, not able to slide in.
Yeah, that third dart kind of deflected, as we said in the previous shot when he took out that 40. We get the crazy deflection.
That's the kind of deflections I get.
So here we come back up for double 10 as Joe gets down with 81. to 146, but he won't get a chance to see it as Dan takes down this match 5-0 and will advance to the next round. We do not know his opponent yet. As
No,
we
we
said,
don't.
this is the UK Open format where they redraw every round. So even though there is a bracket, we've mentioned it a couple times, but for any new viewers, there is a bracket on Dark Connect that you can view, but it's irrelevant. They redraw, they throw all the names back into a hat, and all the winners will then be redrawn against each other one way or another, and until the finals. There's no redraw at the finals. They're going to know who they're playing. So as we wait for another match to get thrown up to us, and check in at some of the matches going on around the room. Just getting underway. Keith West and Daniel Inman tied up 1-1. Glenn Richard, the 4-0 lead over Stitches Prachado. Michelle Eggy down 3-0 against Sean Pitt. And Patrick Gariglia against Bobby Freeman. Patrick has a 4-2 lead at this time. So again, if you can, like and share. Thanks again for tuning in to East Coast Darts here, live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
Currently, right now we're under the CDC's Facebook,
Yes, correct.
but we will be sharing it out, everything across the board, and yeah, we just producer Mads just jumping on there, adding a little bit here and there to it. So, and doing an outstanding job. The man behind the curtain here, helping us all out. But I will let you know following this event, following this the CDC event, we will be temporarily stopping. We'll be temporarily stopping the stream and then restarting it back under our East Coast Darts Facebook page as well. So the Twitch and YouTube will remain the same through East Coast Darts, but the CDC, thankful that they've allowed us to jump onto their page and kick over, but we will be switching it over to our East Coast following this event. The rest of the tournament will be under East Coast Darts on Facebook. So go ahead and jump on to that page. Make sure you give a like, share, follow, everything across the board, so that you can keep up on the action all weekend long. And I will let you know again, because of the redraw here, don't know who we're going to be getting next. So we'll keep it over here. You can see a little bit of the action in the hall. Maybe see your favorite player or Bobby Freeman in the back. So
Yeah, with this format, it's going to lend a little bit of downtime where we got the pause in between each round for the redraw. So when we get the information on some of the matches as they come up from the redraw, we'll definitely pass it on to you guys. But still have a couple matches to finish up before we get to that point. So we're trying to take a little back seat, let you guys enjoy what you're seeing on the screen. I know it's not much, you can't see from too much from the distance, but tune in to dartconnect.com, go to the events, follow live darts on the CDC Congressional, and you'll be able to follow the live action, live scoring action on dartconnect.com. Again, one last shout out, A-Z Darts, before we take a little step away here. A-Z Darts has sponsored the CDC Congressional. Go give them a like and a follow on Facebook if you haven't. If you're not familiar with them, go check out their website. And we'll be back with you shortly. Thank you very much. Hey, Paul, just tuning in to answer your question before you tune out again. The CDC main event itself is tour card holders. You have to earn your tour card, which in the beginning of the year they have a bunch of qualifying schools, Q schools, at other major tournaments held throughout the country, both in the U.S. and Canada, in which you can earn your tour card and then you're able to travel the circuit for the year. But these summer series events, these four events they've held over these summer series, they are open to anyone and everyone. So that's why you'll see some names in there that aren't typical tour card holders, and trying to make it fun, get people involved, and get a little feel for the CDC. And hopefully, we get some tour card holders coming through Q School and see some of these names and faces that we see here today joining the tour next year. Great question. Hopefully, I answered. If you have anything further, reach out. If I don't know the answer, I'll get it for you and come back and provide you the feedback. Again, we're on a delay here, waiting for a couple of these matches here to wrap up, and then we'll do the redraw and we'll know who we're going to have on the live stream coming up soon. Thank you again, tuning in here for the 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional. I'm Colin Rath. We'll be back shortly here on East Coast Darts. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back to you live here for the 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional. Getting ready for some round 2 action. My name is Colin Rath. I'm joined here with Troy Cullen.
Hi.
And we're going to get a nice little juicy matchup here on stream. We're going to get Joe Hedrick versus Darren Big Daddy Young. We're calling Joe Hedrick 6-dart, from what I heard.
That's what I'm calling him. If you don't know, he holds 6 darts in his hand. They're all the same 6. He only throws 3 that I know of. Some of his scoring, though, I'm kind of questioning. But,
yeah. Absolutely. Robert, how are you, buddy? Hopefully I see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Always enjoy keeping in touch with you. Hopefully we'll see you down here. But this should be a good match. Second round getting underway. A lot of juicy matches coming out. Only one match is actually underway. Hossie Hicks and Ryan Bellinger. Hossie takes the first leg down, throwing 100 average.
A 15-darter there.
Yeah. Everything else is still in the warm-up phase, as well as our stream board here. Just to give everybody a rundown, if you're just tuning in, give it a like and share here, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. The Facebook stream should be through the CDC Continental or Championship Darts Circuit. The Twitch and YouTube should be through East Coast Darts, who was kind enough to have me step in, do a little commentary for the CDC event here. Also, they're going to be doing the rest of the weekend here at the Washington Open, presented by the Washington Area Darters Association. So they'll be live all weekend. Make sure you give them a follow, give them a like, share it out so everybody could see. Holiday weekend, if you're not out at a barbecue or whatnot, you can tune in here. If you're out at a barbecue, put it on. Let everybody see what the hype's about. Spread the love of darts.
Yep. And yes, Nicholas, it's in Sterling, Virginia. Right. All right. So we are in Sterling, Virginia here, and it looks like they're getting ready to bull it up.
This is a CDC bull rule, so in order for each player has to throw 1 dart at the bullseye, it has to be in the 25 or the bullseye to count. So Joe was outside and Darren goes inside, so Darren will be throwing first. And the match is a loser's chalk event, so you see Joe stepping forward. He played on our stream board last, and he'll step forward and chalk this match for Joe and Darren. Darren won the bull, so we'll get underway. This is still a first to 5 legs, best of 9. Will be the best of 9 until we get to the semi and the finals, which will then move to best of 11. What's up, Jacob Schaefer? How are you, buddy? Just hoping to see you down here. I know you came to the Pittsburgh one, but hoping to see you down here. We'll catch up shortly, hopefully soon. Darren hails from Mountaintop, Pennsylvania.
Mountaintop.
If you know the dart commercial that was out for a while there, where a guy throws a wayward dart, yells Mountaintop before there. It's kind of a good little joke there. And Joe's from Ohio. Both guys been around for a while.
Joe's a part of the dart guys, responsible for the setup of all the stanchions and such around at this, not only this tournament, but quite a number of tournaments all throughout the U.S.
Darren, as you see, is a southpaw, a little lefty here.
That's what it is. He's throwing with the wrong hand.
Still hitting the right triples, though.
Oh, yeah, and he's been doing that for years. Yep. He's a great ambassador to darts throughout U.S. and representing the country in tournaments over across the pond.
Absolutely.
We're kind of a little bit battling back and forth. Both of them starting off with a 41, and then both following with a ton. I guess it's a game of Simon says, do this, do that.
Yep. Or monkey see, monkey do.
Or we'll see who falters first. All right, Chris. Lefties rule. Sure. We'll go with that.
I think we know what hand he throws with. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is a UK Open style format where every round is redrawn. There's no bracket that they follow out here. There is a bracket that was presented on Dart Connect that does not follow through. So when these guys win, they have to wait again until everybody else plays their matches, and all the winners then get thrown back into the pot, get shuffled up and drawn against each other again. There's no specific bracket that's followed out here. It's an interesting concept. I believe it might be one of the first ones that we've held here, at least through the CDC.
There's a great cover shot on his last start by Darren, switching down to the 19s after his first two had kind of blocked off on the 20s.
Here we go. All the lefties are coming out now. Here they come. They open the door. I'll take you guys, I guess.
One little comment. And Darren with a 62 there, leaving himself on a Shanghai, which will have potential to, as Joe's still back on 219. And this is down to our top 32 at this point here for the A-Z Darts CDC Congressional.
And Joe turns around and leaves 120 again. Monkey see, monkey do.
Anything
Shots
you can
on
do,
here.
I
Triple
can
20.
do.
Single for a double.
Ooh.
Almost rode it right into the triple. Double for the first leg. Hold a throw.
Oh.
Just outside. See what Joe can do here to counter his shot. See if Joe can sweep in and steal the leg.
I like the 120 shot here because at least gives you two opportunities to hit that treble.
Double 20 coming in.
Oh.
Some early pressure, early nerves.
Yeah, you can see he was not happy at all with the result of that dart.
Two tens for Darren. Take down leg one. It's always said the lefties like that crossbody shot to the double 10, a la James Wade in the PDC. Joe's got to come up, use one dart to clean it up to get back to a double here.
Let's see what route he goes.
7 for 32.
Yeah, that's a good safe route to go.
And he gets it.
Boom. Say break a throw with the first leg.
Swoops in. Darren missed 4 darts at a double there.
A short format like this, one single break a throw, that is a really good tide turner. As we get underway here on the second, give you a quick rundown of some of the others. Currently leading Glenn Richard, leading Stowe Bunce 1-0. Kevin Wilkinson's leading Jesse Beach 1-0. Caden Anderson's up 2-0 over AVK. Alex Spellman, who we know lately that he's been pretty much the hottest darter on the circuit.
Most informed player in the U.S. possibly right now.
He's up 2-0 on Seth Stefano. Joey Lanaz up 2-0 on Patrick Guriguli. Okay, there we go. Connor Martin 2-0 on Bobby Polanski. Hossie Hicks up 3-0 on Ryan Valengi. And Jeff Springer up 2-0 on Mark Daly, giving those quick updates.
Coming back here, Darren found a 139 with his opening shot in this leg. Right back into triple with his first start. Slack there on the second. Comes away with an 81. Jumps out with a nice lead here early on. Thrown out of the 2-hole.
You can see those 6 darts are in Joe's hand. Like I said, all 6 of them are the same. He's always told me it was a part of just his feel, what he was like, and he'll swap between the sets.
And sometimes you'll see him have different color shafts and flights on there. But for the most part, they're the same barrels with the same length shaft and flight. It just depends on when he gets to the line what he's going to throw. Nothing illegal about it. Can hold as many as you want. Just can't throw more than 3.
That's a good 140 right there by Darren, leaving him on 141 for an out.
Solid leg here, 141 after 9.
So again, these are all those matches I was listing off there. Those are all top 32 matches in this redraw UK Open style format here at the 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional. I'm glad that we're able to provide the stream to you here through East Coast Darts in cooperation with the CDC, Championship Darts Corporation, and all the great work that they are doing to help darts throughout the United States.
Absolutely. You see the talent level just in the short existence, 5 years of existence, I believe, for the CDC. If you just take averages from season 1 to season 5 now, exponentially better going into this year.
Along with that, a number of the products of the CDC making their way over, getting their PDC, Professional Darts Corporation Tour cards, representing the U.S. and North America.
Yes, sir. Darren a little disappointed with that dart. 74 left here. Goes for the 18, comes away with 57. Joe needs to get a big number here to put pressure on Darren as it comes up for that 56. The first leg, seen Darren struggle with the double. So if Joe puts in a big dart here, reapply that pressure as he does there with a 139.
Yeah.
See what Darren does now, knowing that Joe's there knocking on the door. 56 coming out. 16 for tops. Just under again. Back to that double 10 that we said the lefties love. Outside, double trouble for Darren.
It's not just lefties. I like the double 10 as well.
Yes, sir. Chris Weatherly tuning in. How are you, buddy?
Well, Joe was able to break the first leg, hitting the double 16, and unable to hit it this time around, allowing Darren an opportunity to break right back. Yeah, they do say it's not a true break if you don't hold.
Darren looking to peg the double 10 here, take it to leg 3 with a throw. They're close. Needs to try and use the marker, bump off the barrel, get into that double 10. Tries to be aggressive, go right at it, not using the barrel, and goes just high into that double 6 to leave double 8 if he returns. There's Joe steps to the line here, looking at 24. Gonna look at the 212s. These guys are right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely right there on that outside wire.
We can get somebody out there with a tape measure those doubles, make sure they're proper regulation. You know, they're bending them wires.
Yeah, Raz, double 8 as a lefty, too. It seems like it's in that little comfortable pocket when you're in the left-hand or bottom side, bottom corners of the board. And I know it's a round board, but the bottom corner doubles on the double 10, double 8 area. We're struggling with doubles here in leg 2. A lot riding on this event. This is the fourth event in the summer series that the CDC brings to us here. Take a look at Joe as he goes for double 6, and he gets it at his first start there. Either player happy with themselves. Darren will have the throw here in leg 3. A little acknowledgement. Let's move on. Get back to lighten that board up a little bit.
With the doubles there, though, I think they're deciding who's. I'm not sure what's happening.
I don't know what the conversation is.
Yeah. We'll have to find out a little bit after. Yeah. Maybe was like, are you sure it was in? Was it not in? We were sure it was in.
Yeah, it was in.
Not sure.
I wonder if it was maybe jiggling the darts while Darren may have been throwing maybe in his hand. Maybe he heard something. It is pretty quiet in the other room. No static in the background. No static noise. Well, no, we're speculating. Who knows what it could have been.
Could have been talking about bug flying around by the dartboard.
That's right. Absolutely.
You know, Flygate.
Better than some of the gates that they've had coming out from Gary Anderson. Or if you follow the PDC, you'll understand that.
Absolutely.
Darren likes that dart low there. Likes to build on top of it, throw right over them. See there, nice group. Way to walk it up. Only comes away with 60.
Quick rundown on other matches as this one, this third leg is underway here. Hossie Hicks has moved into the top 16 with a 5-0 defeat of Ryan Ballingy. Jeff Springer's up 3-0 on Mark Daly. Connor Martin up 3-0 on Bobby Pulaski. Joey Lanaz up 3-2 on Patrick G.
Yeah.
I'm going to quit messing up people's last names. Alex Spellman's up 4-1 on Seth Stefano. Caden Anderson is up 4-1 on AVK. Kevin Wilkinson's up 3-1 on Jesse Beach. Joe Hedrick and Darren, you're seeing here. And Stowe Bunce and Glenn Richard are locked at 2 legs each. Yeah, Michael, some consider it Bush League action. I don't think that Joe would be doing it on purpose.
Yeah, subconsciously sometimes
Yeah.
you're just in the moment.
Yeah.
Money Mark McFadden checking in on Facebook. Hey, doing, buddy? Looks like they were holding dart court up there.
Yeah. I had to go out there and get an official referee. Well, Joe was unable to take out the 161, but definitely set it up very well with 99 scored, leaving him on 62, and he will be back as Darren's still back on 181.
This will be for a break a throw if Joe comes up able to take that 62 out. Double break a throw as he did able to get to the double after Darren missed a few in leg one as well. Money Mark McFadden, a sponsor player from A-Z Darts, is there to sponsor here the 2022 CDC Congressional. Joe looking down at the double 16, and he gets it. Take leg 3 for that double break a throw.
Darren wasn't sure if that one was in, stepping up like he was getting ready to throw it again. Yeah, but it's blind draw stuff, huh? It's an interesting format here with a redraw. Kind of keeps people guessing. You never know. You got to be prepped up to play against anybody at any time. And it shouldn't really matter. It's you against the board.
That's right. Absolutely. Ultimately, you're responsible for what you throw and can't help what they're throwing. You got to take it out when you have that opportunity. Well, as we get moving forward here, this fourth leg, Joe in the lead here. We're touching base earlier. This is a culmination of the CDC Summer Series. Started out 4 events which stretched across the U.S. Started in the Oregon area with the Cascades Classic, then moved to Steel City Open for the CDC Shootout. Lastly was in the Music City Open for the CDC Match Play, and it's culminating here with the A-Z Darts Congressional. But at the end of this, there is a running order of merit in which the top spot in the order of merit will earn their 2023 CDC Tour card. So moving forward here, somebody has a chance to win the weekends paid for, I believe, and their tour card moving forward for next year. I'm almost sure that's the output of it is that they get their weekends paid for the next year. So there's a lot riding on this moving into next year. I know it's August or the end of August, beginning of September, Labor Day weekend as we're moving forward, but the CDC prevents a professional darts atmosphere for the U.S. here and North America in general. And it shows that they're already looking forward to next year. They're going to lock in some tour card holders. They're going to have the Q schools coming up. So keep an eye out for that. But we're glad to bring it to you live here, East Coast Darts. I'm Colin Rath. I got Troy Cullen here.
Hi.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself.
Hi.
Not much else you can say there, right? Hi guys. I'm Troy. I'm Colin.
Hi.
Yeah, exactly. But just letting everybody know if they wanted to know who we are. I'm an open book. A lot of people know me. I see a lot of familiar names in the chat. If you guys have any questions, we'll do our best to get you answers. If we don't know it off the top of our head. I'm from Philadelphia originally. Played Quaker City English Dart League. Played predominantly steel tip. Travel as many tournaments as possible. I dabble in soft tip every now and then. Troy, He's
No,
a local to Philadelphia. I'll let
no,
him
I'm
give him a little
not.
background.
No, I play right now over in Philadelphia. I actually, like one of our previous individuals, that was on the stream earlier in the first round, Stephen Butler. I'm a retired Air Force vet. I started off playing down in Florida back in the early 90s, then got to spend some time playing over in Germany a lot, and spent about 8 years over there throwing some darts in Germany. Played some soft tip down in Texas with the ADA, and then come up to Philadelphia area throwing all around. So bounced around different little places here and there. But
And he's a Southern gentleman. You can hear his little
and
drawl in there. Yeah, I get the city accent from what people tell me, and I got Troy on my right with the Southern drawl.
I was Darren with 143 left. Nice. Yeah, unable to connect with that trip 17. Whenever I was in Florida, I played up around the Fort Walton Beach area, up in the Panhandle. That is actually where I first started. And I'll always remember the one guy that was helping me out whenever I was starting. I always had trouble beating him. I told him, man, I just can't beat you. He gave me some great solid advice. He said, well, get better. So I did.
That's right.
Just a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just have to remember it's just a game.
Joe kind of makes a mess of that, trying to set up a shot there. 56 coming in for Darren, try and get a break back, pull himself into this match. Looking at this double 20, he's come up short 3 times previously. So he's had darts to win in all 4 legs now, I believe. Maybe last leg he just set up and didn't get to the double.
104 on this. Colin, do you normally you go with the 20s or you go with the 18s?
16 guy. I go trip 16 for single 16 for double 20.
You don't want to trip 1 though.
No.
But
you
he
do leave it out.
He does
Trip
still leave it
17.
out. At the conclusion of this leg, and there is the conclusion of this leg. You can see a little relief there for Darren of like hitting a double, but I see Michael's talking about going the trip 16 route as well too. My thoughts on that 104 is I like to stay up there on the 20s. If I've been throwing at them the majority of the time, because single still leaves me at 84, which trip would go with the double 12. So I don't really have a problem going that route.
My only reason is that Joe had a happy accident by hitting a triple 1, but with 104, a 1 and a 5 do not leave you an outshot after that. If you go wayward there, where the 7 and the 8 do. But yeah, the trip 16 is a comfort number, and you play that you throw that in cricket, and it's just a preference for myself. Everybody has preferences. They're not. Who's to say what's right and what's wrong? It's a percentage game ultimately, so you want to try and leave yourself the best number if you do go wayward. It's Darren looking in there with 2 triples, unable to get the third one in there for the 180, but comes away with the 140.
One way to avoid, that is, Michael putting up there, a 1 or a 5 and you're done for that shot. Well, plain and simple, just don't miss your numbers.
We wish it was that simple, right?
Says the guy behind the microphone spectating at darts.
Joe again unhappy with his trip to the board there. Didn't come away with a big score. Darren looking to pile in some. Second dart might not have been the right shot there. Even though Joe's way back on 413. He hits a ton there. He's still got 165. But
All right, quick update. Matches that have been completed here in the top 32. Moving on into the top 16, I'm just going to list off the names that are moving on. Caden Anderson, Hossie Hicks, Joey Lanaw, Stowe Bunce, Connor Martin, and Alex Spellman. Those individuals are already moving on, and they just got joined by Jeff Springer, as he just completed, got his 5th leg under the belt. Other matches still, besides this one that's going on, Kevin Wilkinson is up 4-2 on Jesse Beach. And then warming up on some of the other boards. We got Paul Achenbach and Sean Pitt warming up. Adan Mojica and Philip Miller.
There's a 180 by Joe, I believe. Yep, 180. Pull him back in the leg from 140, 180 to
He's
really get back in the leg.
Filling up the lipstick.
Yes, sir.
All right. Dan Naylor will be playing against Jay Waugh and Stephen Krikorian.
Yes, sir.
Going to be playing against Anthony Rolfing. So at 93 gets him down to an out, but he is under pressure as Darren, set up 60.
Double 18 incoming. Another break a throw. Your third break a throw on 5 legs of darts.
Oh,
A little strong there. Darren now looking at 60. He struggled up on that double 20.
After Joe taking off a 3-leg lead, this got potential for Darren to cut it to a 1 lead.
I agree, Raz. I agree 100% with you. If the other guy's in a manageable area, you got to play the percentages.
Each time now, Darren's been throwing at that double 20. He's dropped it low.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's being a tall guy too. It's not like him. He loves that double 20. Inside, switching to double 9. Taking extra time there to make sure he really focused in on it and pegs it with his third dart. Break a throw there. Joe's 4-1 lead. I think Darren thought it might have been over. Not realizing it's a race to 5. Still best of 9. Stick with best of 9, I believe, to the semis and the finals, and it proceeds to best of 11. Yes, absolutely, Raz. But we're stubborn as dart players too. If we're struggling a hair on something, we want to stay there and try and get it until we know we can hit it.
Yeah, they jump on there and they're like, "Oh, I know." Christian, no, he doesn't have 4. He actually has 6 darts.
6 darts.
He's been throwing that way for years. He'll hold all 6 of them in and pick the set that he's throwing with. They're all the same setup, same format, everything, but it's just one of his little tweaks. I got a nice little message just now from one of our former-ish Philadelphians, Kelly Gallagher, viewing it at her house, got it thrown up onto the big screen, watching it there at the house. So,
hey, Kelly, how are you?
Thanks for joining.
Darren looking to fill it up here. And he does. Nice 180 by Darren. Gives it a little, see some fist pumping in the background. You give it a little finger twirl.
A little bit of interest from the crowd back there.
Mm-hmm. Joe right back in there. See if he can answer back with a 180. Can't tell.
I think that's a 140.
Yeah, 140. Just high over the wire.
And now they joking with each other about it. Yeah. He had all that space.
That's where Darren loves that first dart. You use the height of the flight to go at the triple. See if he switches. Oh, looked like he was going to switch
right
down
there.
there for a minute. He tried to go in the middle. Joe now with a straight ton will be the first looking at it out. 261 if he hits it.
Good second. Just needs to follow that in.
Staying straight, yep. There you go. Straight ton, 161. The first looking it out. Go ahead and wrap this match up 5-1. See what Darren can do to put pressure. There's that dart that he likes to have just below that triple, so he can go right over it. Perfect guide. Ooh.
I think that might have it stayed in the 20s.
Weird deflection, but
Thought it might have kicked over potentially into the 1.
see what Joe can do here with the 161. You had to look at it last leg, I believe, or a couple legs ago. Yeah,
Yeah, a
one's the
couple
one
legs.
look at. 81 remaining. 19 for double 12. Yep. Great setup shot. 137. Leaves 24. Puts a ton of pressure on Darren. Needs this 120 to stay in the match. Shanghai coming in. A little high. Darren would definitely prefer it to be under, but uses that dart perfectly. Get that dart at double 20. As we've seen the whole
Oh,
match.
man. Again, just clicking just a touch under.
Let's see what Joe does here. Last time he got focused when he threw at the double 9. Same area of the board here. Double 12 will wrap this match up. Lurch, yeah, a little lunge on the throw there.
So I'm clicking around on all kinds of other buttons and trying to keep up with our doubles camera.
Darren still has life. See what he can do here. Double 10. Plenty of conversations about this already. That's where he's been. Can
Outside.
he use it? Come inside, and he does. So Darren with a break of throw to stay alive in this match. 4-2 down. First come up for his throw.
I think the scorekeeper might have hit something wrong. Yeah, that's what they're working. Joe's going to go up there, fix it, and all. But Darren did take it out, so it is now 4 legs to 2. While they're doing that, I'll give you quick updates of those others. I already talked about Alex, Connor, Stowe, Joey moving in. Jesse Beach has advanced, defeating Kevin Wilson 5-4. Jeff Springer, Caden, and Ossie Hicks. Other matches underway. Sean Pitt and Paul Achenbach are underway. Philip Miller is taking the first leg off of Diane Mojica. Jay Wall is taking the first leg off of Dan Naylor. Chris Lawson and Keith West are underway, as are Stephen Krikorian. I'm going to get these names right one of these times. And Anthony Rolfing. They are just now underway as well, too. So
We had a scorekeeper change there mid-match. Maybe Joe was just not feeling up to it. I believe Sean asking in the chat, where's Darren been? He's been playing in the CDC circuit. I don't believe he's made many other events, I should say. Was told he's working a full-time job now and had some commitments to hold up his end of the deal working. See, another 180 there. Darren seems to be heating up on the triple.
maybe it's because I flipped the camera back because I thought his eyes had shifted down to the 19s, but he decided to stay there. Yeah.
Joe keeping with him, just keeping pace. Says Darren's leg had the throw in this leg. Obviously, Darren needs to win out if he wants to advance to the top 16. This is a best of 9, race to 5.
Both these guys starting to find it a little bit more in this. That's a 180 also from Joe. Both of them are finding that lipstick really good.
That's a great dart by Joe. Knowing he's going to come back to the board, have the first look at the double against the throw, put that pressure.
For the match.
Put that pressure on Darren there to know from 220 I got to hit a big number to make sure Joe knows I'm still here. Like we said, this is incoming for the match. Should go 12 for Bull here. Is he going double 19?
No. He's glancing over. He was looking at the scoreboard, just double checking.
12 for Bull.
It was interesting. If we look at that 12, some would possibly go closer to the trip just in case, but not. He was just wanting to aim right straight into the big part of it.
Need triple here for Shanghai for Darren. He gets it. Let's see, this double 20 has not been friendly to him. Can he make it right now? Same spot, but you can measure that on the camera the whole match.
That's 6 legs in a row that he's had opportunities at the tops. Now, is he going to go straight at the double 19? And he sure does. That caught the double 3.
Happy accident. Happy accident. Leaves himself 32.
Yep.
I think they're having a laugh about it.
I didn't want to. Yeah.
Either I think he went to walk when it went in originally, maybe thinking it was in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I agree. You could see when he was looking back and forth, it was a lot of indecision there when he's checking the score, checking his dart. He comes in here for double 8.
Boom. That's the game shot. End the match.
Yep.
Great job right there by both competitors. Yeah.
Shame we couldn't go a little longer there because they were starting to heat up on the triples.
Hey,
The
that's
scoring
who
was
our
great.
guest scorekeeper filled in. That was none other than Matt Fork, and the producer here for East Coast Darts had gone out there and stepped in to fill in. So we'll try and find out who our next match is. I'm going to jump out there and see what we got while Colin gives you a little bit of potential updates on other matches. And hey, don't forget to mention those great sponsors at A-Z Darts.
You already know. That's what we're here for. 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional being held here live at the Washington Area Open, presented by the Washington Area Darters Association. And their nickname is WADA, Washington Area Darters Association. Thank them for inviting East Coast Darts down to provide you guys a live stream. And again, thank you to the CDC for allowing us to jump in and stream their special event here from the Summer Series, the 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional. Speaking of our sponsor, A-Z Darts, they do run a monthly... Stand by 1 second. Thanks, Brad. That's what checking the echo for you guys now. Sorry about that. So we're gonna give it a little test, see what we can do, make sure we can get that taken care of for you guys.
I'm going to let y'all know here in the room where we're at, they got us secluded off from everybody else. So sometimes there is a little bit, especially if we have both microphones on. All right. Yeah. So just giving y'all a heads up, what's going to happen is our next match coming up. Our next match that's coming up is none other than Gavin Nickel going up against Tiffany Jasinski. No? So Gavin's going to be playing up against Tiffany. Tiffany is out of the Philadelphia area. You know, great lineage of family that, from father, sisters, others that all play within the Philadelphia area. And then, of course, Gavin, coming also from a great lineage, been doing a lot with Aaron Quinn in the Evolution tours, the youth groups, and everything. And he has been throwing really, really solid throughout the years. So, but yeah, with the microphones and a little bit of the echo that we might have, yeah, and we're tweaking the little things here. The room that we've got, sometimes it does bounce a little bit off of the walls. So Yeah, Brad. So yeah, you know what we're talking about with the little bit here. So I got Matt's gonna well,
Colin uses the restroom. I'll just have to annoy Troy for the next 20 minutes.
oh, that's all good. You know, everybody needs a little bit of a break. Both of them are still warming up just a touch, but
He's lucky enough to chalk that last leg of the Joe and Darren game.
yeah. So I did find out what was happening. You know, the little discussions. There was a little bit of problems with the tablet. That's what the discussions between Joe and Darren in the background were. There was a little bit of issues with the tablet. You know, it wasn't nothing about somebody shaking darts or uh, anything else along those lines. It was, you know, responses.
Just wanted everything to go smoothly. I just told Peter I'd take care of it.
Yeah. All right. Jimmy Coggs jumping in to the chat. Okay. Brad, come on down. Come on, visit. Let's see. While they're still warming up here, any last second updates? Let's see. I've already mentioned about Caden, Jeff, Hossie, Jesse, Joe, Joey, Stowe, Connor, and Alex all moving on in the matches that are underway right now. Anthony Rolfing's up 2-0 on Stephen Krikorian. Larry Butler is up 2-0 on Fred Panati. Chris Lawson 3-0 up on Keith West. Jay Waz up 4-0 on Dan Naylor. Dan Mojica is up 2-1 on Philip Miller. And Paul Achenbach is up 2-0 on Sean Pitt. So as the two of them right now, they're still kind of warming up a little bit. You know, I mean, I know little bits and pieces here and there about Gavin, in which I'm going to have my co-commentator. I don't know if he was breathing on Darren's neck. He'd have to maybe get a step ladder or something like that to breathe on Darren's neck. But I'll have my co-commentator Colin jumping in here in a little bit, and he'll have a little bit more information about Gavin. Whereas, he knows Gavin just a little bit better than I do. You know, and then Tiffany's only been not even been throwing a full year yet. You know, but has already started making a little bit of a name for herself, at least in the Philadelphia area. Has gone competed, hitting some, toured around for a few of the tournaments as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Stepping in here to play against some great competition. See if it can't help her in the long run, make her game stronger. Like I said earlier, we had quite a few ladies that joined this competition and playing today, and nice to see them stepping in, trying to better themselves.
And I think the scorekeeper's moving into position. So on there, he's moving out of position. And that was David Garfinkel wandering around aimlessly.
Just watching that video on rewind.
Okay, I've seen that action before. Pete Guestwine joining us in there. Russell Pete, welcome to the party. No, this is the 2022 A-Z Darts CDC Congressional, sponsored by A-Z Darts Magic Darts Incorporated, coming to you live from the Washington Area Open, which is put on by the Washington Area Darters Association. We are East Coast Darts. You know, proud to be streaming the action for you all weekend. Currently, not only through our Twitch and Facebook, but also through the CDC's, or our Twitch and YouTube, CDC's Facebook, following the conclusion of this tournament here. Well, thought they were corking it up. Following the conclusion of this, we will be clicking out of the CDC's Facebook and returning to East Coast Darts Facebook page. So if you have not done so at this time, make sure you jump onto Facebook, find East Coast Darts USA. Make sure it's the proper one. You see our logos and our streams and such. That get onto there, give yourself a like, share, a follow, subscribe, whatever the case is, so that you can keep following the action all weekend long.
As he said, they're allowing us to stream through their Facebook page. So the East Coast Darts will be bringing you the action for the rest of the weekend here at the Washington Open. So that's why I'll take it down, refresh the page, and bring you the action from the Washington Open. But appreciate you guys having me. How's the echo sound? Any better now? I know there was somebody said it sounded better, but now that we're both back commentating, try and see if it got corrected for you guys.
Well, hopefully it's cut down on some of that stuff. But
I don't want to be close to Troy as it is, so I moved further away.
yeah, I tried to put
Hopefully that helped.
We tried to put his microphone in the other room.
Good. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate it.
All right. I think we are finally underway. Gavin winning the bull. Again, this is the top 32 matchup here.
Yeah, Raz putting herself out there. Absolutely. Some people don't understand that. I talk to people about that often, and the mindset is, I think I'm going to get demolished, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to step out there and take that risk. But some people enjoy that challenge and helps build themselves up, makes them stronger moving forward. As you see Tiffany here, probably her first time on stream in a major event, so probably going to have a lot of nerves, where Gavin's a little more accustomed, CDC Tour card holder. He's been on streams before. So the comfort level for Gavin will be up there, and Tiffany will be put her in a little awkward position. But
Gavin's been throwing well. He had a really good showing in multiple events in Nashville a couple weeks ago. I believe he won at least one of the CDC Evolution events.
Yeah, Evolution. Yeah, absolutely. It's another thing too. The CDC stepped forward, ran the youth events, and given exposure. I know they're coming forward to go to Gibraltar. The events are winding down here this weekend. At the end of this weekend, we're going to know who Team USA and Team Canada representatives are going to be moving forward, going over to Gibraltar for the JDC World Finals. So that's going to be an interesting, tight race. I believe Caden's a big name in there. Gavin's in the running for that. Joey Lionel. There's a lot of these youth are also competitors on the main tour as well. The exposure they're getting is way better than anything I had.
No, absolutely.
I'm not old, but I've been around a while. All right, let me say, I think I'm not old, but
good little ton action right there from Gavin. Gets him down to 104, whereas Tiffany's still back. She's struggling to find her groove just yet with the back on 387.
I was just gonna say her range is there. Triple ones. I think she's 2 or 3 triple ones in now, 4, and she's just a little wayward. But looks steady. Very, very direct.
Like I said, she's been throwing for less than a year here, but she's got a good form, good solid follow through.
Yep, great action. Comes from a family of dart players. If Troy didn't mention it when I stepped away for a second.
Yes.
A deep-rooted family in darts. Yeah. Dad's a former Mr. Philadelphia winner. Her sister's a Miss Philly winner, also here at the tournament. So they have deep roots in darts. There we go. Finally gets in that triple 20. Finding the adjustment. That's right, Brad. Yell at him. Tell him to get in there.
Was that Jesse Beach he's talking about, I guess?
Yep.
So. Well, Gavin will be back looking at that 16 as Tiffany's still back a bit. But good solid ton right there. And you can see just little actions like that when she starts finding her groove. As that Gavin goes and takes it out with the first dart, but when she can find her groove, she can start firing away. Absolutely. That's how she definitely made it past into the second round for this. Now you mentioned about the evolution and the youth events that the CDC does with Aaron Quinn. Outstanding work that they do. Yeah, I love it. Helping to build up the future of U.S. darts.
Absolutely. North American darts. Yeah, absolutely. Not just U.S. They have the Canada team. Bunch of the youth come down.
No,
yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. We support everybody here, but the tour that Aaron's responsible for jumping in and taking on youth responsibilities for the CDC, and done a exemplary job. To a tall task to have to keep that tour and also try and line up opportunities for them, and we've gotten the opportunity through the JDC now to take more representatives over to represent the US and Canada. I believe we get 2 representations now. So it's a credit to what they're doing for youth darts and what they're getting recognized for, even from the organizations across the pond.
Tiffany's starting to find that trip 20 a little bit more often now. And don't prove me wrong now. Get up there and hit it. Relax.
A little tight. That's okay.
Yep, yep. And yeah,
Absolutely, Artie. You've been around. You've been photographing these guys at some events. You know what they bring to the table, and she has a tall task to wrangle up all these kids and keep the first off the interest, because once the points race comes into play, sometimes interest can fade, but these kids are still showing up event after event and giving their best. As Tiffany finds 3 triples there,
yeah.
1 in the 1, but the other 2 triple 20s and nice darts.
Gets her down to an out.
Yeah. Gavin leaves 40 after hitting a 96. See, Tiffany, she does struggle with her outshots a little bit, which is something she's working on.
Traditional player would go with the bullseye with this first.
Right.
.95 left after those 2. Decided to stay up there at the top. Okay. Leaves herself as Gavin.
35 if she comes back. Gavin for 2 10s.
And connects to take that